G'day gamers, Gob here. Welcome back to TryCraft. We're here in the spawn pyramid and it is about time that I do some work on my patron hall. As you can see behind me there, Scousey and Mama have both got theirs done. They've got their patrons' statues up, giving fair recognition to the patrons of their channels. So it's fine time that I do the same. Now I have done a little bit off camera. I dug a hole, and that's what it's going to look like. Well, actually, it's not going to look like that. That's the area I'm going to be working with. I didn't want just a plain ground level patron hall. I've got something that's going to encompass that entire area. Can you tell me what it is? Does anyone have any ideas? No? I'll give you a hint. What's my base? That's the hint. And now we're going to get to it. I'm just going to do a little bit of work and I'll bring you right back. So I've been powering away for a little while and I have produced my entry. It's a start. So can you guess what the theme is yet? I gave you a hint. My base. Where's my base? Underwater. I've just decided I think I like that up higher. What do you reckon? Oh, as you can see, I have a doorway and comes through to here. Right, so what to next? I think I shall take myself down to the other level, but to do that I'm going to need some stairs. Hopefully that'll be enough, and we'll come down here. Might need a couple of those, and we'll put some stairs in. So I'll just do this because it's not very exciting to watch, and I'll bring you right back. So we've now got our stairs. What I want to do now is just create myself an area down here that we can do our patron hall in. Sorry, I should have done this off camera, but it gives me an opportunity to have a yak cheers as I do it. I hope everyone had an awesome new year and are back to normality in the year of 2020. Quite amazing to think that we're in the roaring 20s already. Now, if you haven't already had an opportunity, go and check out the other TryCrafters channels. And we've also got Patron accounts now. So if you like what you see with the with our channels, you have the opportunity to support us. Give us a donation to help us maintain the cost of the server and our equipment, and basically just say a quick thank you for what we do to produce these videos for you. Any support that any of the TryCrafters get is much appreciated. Don't you love efficiency, picks and shovels? Makes short work of things. Now, if you haven't seen Scouse's and Mama's videos on finishing off the pyramid, do make sure you go and check them out. Like, the guys have done an absolutely amazing job on the pyramid floor, and I am quite ashamed to admit I didn't contribute anywhere near the same amount of effort as Scousey and Mama had doing this, so all the credit really must go to them. What I'm going to do now is just create a floor. And as you've probably already guessed, this is a bit of an ocean theme, so I want to make it look a bit damp and not so clean looking. So that's why I've got the mossy stone bricks. And I'll just go finishing off this floor, doing a bit more, and I'll bring you back. And that's the finished floor. What I'm going to do now is just clear out some of... where did I put my shovel? Clear out some of this side stuff, so I got enough space for another layer. And what I'm going to do is turn this into Under the Sea. Oh, what's that? It looks remarkably like a shipwreck. That'd be the one Mama told us about, that if we had have actually seen it on day one, when we first landed in this godforsaken desert, it would have made a very different start for us. Okay, so I've leveled down the area down here, and what I'm going to do now is just level the ground floor part so we can actually do stuff with it. Watch out that I don't get any nasties, because I haven't actually lit up this area. Now, what I'm trying to do here is just replicate the underwater sort of look, which has gravel and sand and dirt. It's not as neat as above ground. I don't think I'm going to have anywhere near enough dirt. Might have to go and find some. Now I've already gone out and gotten a few essential supplies. I've got some fishing buckets, I've got some kelp, the sort of things that I think I'm going to need to turn this into an underwater wonderland. A bit like an aquarium. Since my base is underwater, it seems only right that my Patron hall looks like it's underwater too. Now, one thing I might do over here is I don't want it all to be the one sort of level, because that's not natural. So I want a little bit of shape. Might repurpose this sand, this dirt here, and give this a bit of shape here. There we go. I'll just put some light there for the time being, because Gob doesn't like nasty sneaking in on him. And just do a little bit of shape here. Right, so that's that area done. What we need to do now is enclose it. And what do we enclose an aquarium in? Well, that would be glass. And we go to my glass box. We'll get a few things of glass. I want to dye it, so I'll get these dyes, and we will stain our glass. We're going to do light grey stained glass. There we go. And we'll go back down here and enclose our patron hall with glass. And once we've enclosed this, we can start turning it into an aquarium. Now this isn't very exciting, so I'll get to work and I'll bring you back if something exciting happens or I've finished. I'll be back soon. As you can see, I've finished the casing for the Patron hall. I'm now starting to rethink it actually though. At the moment it's just a big glass box. I don't think that's overly realistic. I'm actually thinking I might turn this into like a structure which has a glass frame. I'm trying to decide whether to do it out of prismarine or mossy cobble. I'm actually thinking, not mossy cobble, mossy stone bricks. I'm thinking mossy stone bricks, maybe a combination of normal stone bricks. Now where have I hidden all my moss? It's in one of these. Is there another one? There we go. And we shall make, actually I'll make a few of those. And we'll make a heap of them, a couple of more of them, maybe a couple of those. Right, let's go see what damage we can do now. I think I have, I thought I had a bit of scaffolding around here, but obviously don't. Now what I'm thinking I need to do is replace these corner ones with the moss, well the cobble I should say. Might put the occasional normal brick. That's one. I've made a hole. I'll fix that later. That's the second corner. And we'll go down here. And the last corner. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a frame started. What I'm going to do now is just make it like this is encased in a bit of a structure. I'll try and replicate that. I'm getting my words tied on the other side. And I'll keep working on this and I'll bring you back shortly. And I've finished the structure here. What I've done is just taken it through to the center point and chucked in a couple of sea lanterns for a little bit of light. It was getting very dark up there and I was getting scared. Yes, I was very scared. Oh. Okay, now it just seems to be that they're free floating and I don't like that look. I just don't know how I'm going to fix that. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll do that and that just to make them look like they're actually attached to something. Does that look right? Sort of. Not 100% sure, but let's see if I put those there, if it'll make much of a difference. What do you reckon? Actually, I think that's working. Now, this is a pure gob freestyle, so I do apologise if it's not up to the standards of Mama Bear and her awesome pyramid, but I never professed to being the main builder on this server. But you know what? I'm actually reasonably happy with the look of this so far. I might actually go around and replace the ground level glass. I won't bore you with this. I'll keep working and I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, so I've replaced all the floor ones except for these two, which I might just do now. Oops, a daisy. Didn't mean to do that. Silly gob. So I'll replace those, and now what I might do is just put a little bit of texturing around. Oops, wrong way. Around these edges here, where these pillars are. There we go. No, you're not supposed to go there like that. You're supposed to go like that. Very good. Just put these around these edges. Like this. Give it a little bit of support. And you, my friend, don't need one at all because you're encased in sand. And there we go. Did I do one there like that? I can't remember. I think I did, didn't I? There we go. If I do that one there, I should do it there as well. Make it neat. Do that around the other sides. I'm getting a little bit excited about this this build. I'm looking forward to introducing my patrons to you. They're a great bunch of people who can probably put a step down much better than I, because I'm having a problem with this. There we go. That one's done, which means I need to put one there. There we go. Happy days. Right, well, it's getting there ever so nicely. I'm going to need to add a little bit more contour to this ground, and that's what I think I'll do next. I've got a sneaky hole here. I'll just sneak through there. I might close it up now before I forget and fill it all with water later on. Now I'll tell you a funny story. When I put my dome together for my underwater base, I had one bit of glass which I'd missed and didn't even know about, and when I started to empty it with water, it then filled up with water, and I was most unimpressed by that. Right, what shall we work on now? Might do some of the texturing, eh? I'm going to need some dirt for that. Don't need them, don't need that. There we go, plenty of dirt. I might need some sand as well. Have I got any sand hidden away? My goodness, do I have some sand. I'll take some sandstone with me as well. And we'll drop ourselves down here. Just do that there so I can get out again. Okay, so let's begin adding a little bit of shape and height to this area, because under the water isn't all flat. So we want to replicate that there is some texture to the area, and we do that by just adding a little bit of shape. And I'll just go around and do this, and I'll be back with you shortly. Being that this is under the sea, what do you generally find under the sea? shipwrecks. And I'm going to put a shipwreck just here, poking out of the ground. Now, I've got to try and remember what a shipwreck looks like. It's been a while since I've done one. I just want to get rid of this stone. So it's not disrupting the look. Some of this is probably going to end up getting covered up anyway. Just chuck some lighting in here so I don't get any more nasty little surprises. Now I have some timber here, and I'm going to just chuck out of the side of the, what do you call it, the wall here. We'll see how that looks. And that's the end product. A little bit of a shipwreck poking out. There's one more thing I want to do, and I'm not too sure where I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it over in that corner, just there. But I want to do an underwater ruins, and then we'll start filling this up with water. I'll just go and get some gear and I'll be right back. And we're ready. We'll just take ourselves down here. Actually, one more thing. A lot of these ocean ruins have chests, so let's take a chest down as well. Okay, so we'll take ourselves down here, and we'll do our ruins around this location here. Just take out this layer. Yes, it's a lot of double handling. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Leave it. It's not going to be a huge one. 2, 3. One. Is that all the mossy cobble I've got? Mossy stone bricks. Oh, gob. Right, sorry about that, guys. Just go and make some more mossy stone bricks. There we go. Three. And 1, 2, 3. Might just put some mossy cobble down there. And we'll put some normal cobble in the middle. I don't have enough mossy cobble, so I'll just chuck that one down there. Right. Actually, I might need another level. There we go. And we'll put chiseled there like that. Give it a little bit of decoration. How's that looking? Oh, I'm kind of liking that. And we'll put down the chests here. Now we just need to cap it off. And to cap it off, we'll just use the stone bricks. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we'll take away that one. Alrighty, how's that look? Let's have a squeeze over here. Oh, ow! What's that hole there? I don't want a hole just there. Actually, I've got some granite. I was going to put some granite into this. Where can we put granite, guys? What do we reckon? Maybe these bottom corners. Yeah, that sounds good. Just do that one. There we go. And that is our ocean ruins. Okay, and now it is time to light this bad boy up. So to do that, let's get rid of a lot of this stuff, because we don't need it. And we'll grab ourselves our buckets. What I also want, where did I put it? Is that the one? Sea pickles. Anyone see sea pickles? I know I've got sea pickles somewhere. Hello, sea pickles. Where are you? There you are. Okay. With 2 buckets of water, we can do anything. And where shall we start? Here's a good spot. 1, 2, and now we have an infinite water source. And let's do it. I'm going to start filling this up, and I will be back. Okay, I think I've nearly finished this first layer. You can tell when you've got water fully done, because it's still like this. If you see flowing water like that, then it means you haven't finished putting water down in an area. Oop, bit of lag. Okay, obviously there's a bit of water down here somewhere. There we go. See, it was flowing. Now, let's take myself a little bit of... Whoops, a daisy. Oh well, I'll work that out then. Now, I want to put a little bit of light down here. I'm going to need to put some coral down so I can put some sea pickles on it. So I'll just grab myself a little bit of coral. And we'll put that down. And that way we can get ourselves a little bit of light in here. We'll do that once we get the water up to the top. I'll keep on working and I'll bring you back. As you can see, we're getting there ever so slowly. I'm getting a bit bored with putting water down, so I thought I might do a little bit of prettying up of the floor. Make it a little bit more sea-like. There we go. And all we have to do this is put down a little bit of bone meal. And we get our grass. Now it's starting to look like the ocean. It's all very exciting. I might go and get a little bit of kelp while I'm here. Where did I hide my kelp? There it is. And dive. Now I don't want to overdo it with the kelp, because kelp can get quite large. Put a couple of pieces down. There we go. That's starting to look pretty awesome, isn't it, guys? Now I'll keep on going, putting down the water, and I'll be back. Well, that took some time, but I've finished the facade, and if we go down in here, I finished the interior. It took a fair time to get all that water and that in there. Using kelp blocks helped, growing kelp up to turn all the water into source blocks, and I also used a bit of ice to go across the top of the area to cascade the water down, just to try and speed up the process. Now, over there, I don't know if you can see it, we've got a bit of an underwater ruin. And over here, I moved the shipwreck from over there to there. I think it just looks a little bit better. The way I did the grass was just bone meal, and I used the coral that I got from the coral reefs and put it down and put some sea pickles in. Now, what I've also got up here, it's a bit laggy, isn't it? What I've also got in here to add to the ambiance of the water is some fish. I'll just go and collect those now. Where'd that one go? Oh, there it is. And I'll put my fish in my inventory and go and put them in the water. I'll just put them down here. They don't stack, do they? No. And one more, there we go. Not a huge amount of fish, but it's a start. Now, I'm going to have to get myself in here. Be free. How do I release you? There we go. There we go, and we got some fishies. And I'm trapped. I'll get myself out and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've got the fishies in there. Now what we need to do is do the interior of the Patron hall. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied here. And what do I need to go down there? I don't think I need timber. I'm not going to need bone meal and sea pickles. Don't need all those. Do I have plants? There we go. Take those. Let's go down and do some decorating of our Patron hall. Now, I thought I'd start with some decorations. I'm not the greatest of decorators, but the old... Oh, there's the fishies! Hello, fishies! The old cauldrons with some plants on it gives us a nice look. How dark's it going to be in here without these torches? Reasonably dark. That's okay. I've got a plan for that. Right, pick them up, waste not, want not. What I'm going to do now is use these iron bars and put torches on them, because we are not short of iron. Is that too low, do you reckon? Why aren't you going on there? There we go. And I think that has given us a nice amount of light. And we might just build on that effect. Okie dokie. That doesn't look too bad. Now, we're going to have to put our patrons along the walls. And I think I might set the stands along here to start with. What should we use as a base? I'll have a think and I'll come back. Those appear to be my options. Okay, so we've got prismarine, diorite, granite, smooth stone, block of iron, magma cube, glowstone, sandstone, and endstone. You know, I reckon it's going to be the block of iron. Or maybe the smooth stone. One of those two. I might start with the block of iron to start with because I have lots of it. And we'll do that. Oh, is this my silk pick? Here it is. And who knew that armor stands were subject to gravity? I certainly didn't. Right, okay, so we will put our iron blocks along here. We'll put our armor stands on there. And what I was thinking of doing is, because I tend to like the colour green, I'm going to put my patrons in green armour. Don't like them facing that way. What do you reckon? That doesn't look too bad. You guys need to be aligned or you'll do my head in. Right, okay, well I'll do a little bit more work and I'll bring you right back. And I have put the rest of the armour on. And I've put up a couple of banners, starting to look a little bit more fancy. I like to look at a fish swimming around, it's pretty cool. Right, what else can I do in there to snazz it up? What can I put down on the ground? Was that enough? Let's have another quick squeeze. Are we happy with that? So these are my second tier patrons. These are Gobsmates. Now my entry tiers will get a sign with their name up here on this wall here. Well, I'm quite happy with that. All that's left now is to put the patrons' names on there. Just back in front of the patron hall, I've done all the work and I have here some special guests. I've got my very first ever patron, Naru, and I've invited him on to have the honour of opening officially my patron hall. And I have a very special guest, one and only Dramer Smith from AlphaCraft. Say g'day, guys.
Hello, possums.
Hello.
Right, shall we go down and have a squiz at the patron hall?
Absolutely.
You want to lead on, Naru?
Sure.
Oh, after you, Dramer. Ladies first.
You're just waiting for that door to catch me again.
Right, well, here's the patron hall. Now, I haven't gone with the diamond and the iron armor. Like, let's face it, iron at the moment is more common than leather, so I'm not going with iron. And I actually quite like the green color, because if you haven't noticed from my banners, I tend to like the color green. So that's what I'm going to use for my patron armor. Now, Naru, you have the honor of having the very first statue right there, and if you'd like to put your own sign on, you are more than welcome.
Yes, thank you. That's awesome. Do you have a preference on how I label it?
However you like.
All right, I am done.
And
Yay!
there we go,
That's
our very
awesome.
first patron sign. Now, I'll put the other ones up, just one moment, and bear with me for a second. And our second patron is Tylee37. I'll just put Tylee on here. And welcome, Tylee. It is an absolute pleasure having you as one of my patrons. And third patron is Seamus Moon. I understand he pronounces the last bit. It's very Gaelic. And welcome, Seamus, to this green-clad group that I've got here. Now, all the patrons are from the Avatopia server so far, but does not mean that you have to be from Avatopia to be one of my patrons. And last but not least, as one of my Gob's mates, these are Gob's crews and Gob's mates, which is my entry tier patron, I have Pakiti, another member of the Avatopia server. And welcome, Pakiti. It is a pleasure having you. It's a pleasure having you as one of the patrons as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the patron hall. It's taken a while to build it. What do you guys reckon?
Oh,
I
it looks
love
great.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Really cool.
Excellent.
I'm a big
Yeah, you've done such a beautiful job.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of the underwater stuff, so this has turned out great.
I'll tell you now, this was nowhere near as much work as the dome of my base. I can tell you that now.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Too easy. Well, if anyone wants to become a patron of myself or any of the other TryCrafters, you can visit our site. I will put links in the description below. It's just a way of saying g'day and saying that you appreciate the work that we've been doing, and we really do appreciate it. But you don't have to be patrons. Just sub to our channels and enjoy what we produce. Right, well, that's all we have time for today. It's been a long episode putting together the patron haul. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe, chuck us a like, and put a comment on the video. But until next time, it's hooroo!
Bye!
See ya.